everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chapter all my videos. So if you don't want to hear my spiel at the beginning or my intro, you can use that scroll bar at the bottom. It'll take you right to the music and reaction. If you do want to hear my spiel here at the beginning, basically, I'm just going to intro one of our favorite people here on the channel, and that is Cristal. Welcome back, Cristal.
Hi.
I have destroyed Cristal with music today over and over again. So we're going to end her recording day with me. Now, guys, I spread these out. So like I pepper them unless we do like a whole week together with a themed week. I try to like spread them out so you can see them all at different times. But we record them all in one day because I'm a producer and I understand scheduling is hard. So we try to get it all done at once. And I have destroyed her with song after song today. If you've seen some of the last ones I posted with her, they made her a little emotional, understandably. They made me emotional the first time I heard them. So we're going to end our recording day together with a bop from Ren. And you all know, because you saw the thumbnail, how much I love Genesis. And that's the name of the song, not the band. So this is Ren GENESIS. I'm not going to give you any wording, any preview about it, Cristal, other than there's no way you're going to feel like you need to cry at the end of this one.
Let's see.
she said, test me. Test me.
Right, let's see. We'll see about that. I'm hella emotional today.
I'll be the judge of that, Scott.
Right.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoy it. It's definitely it's one of my faves. Here we go. And if you really like it, just so you know, in another video, he does an acoustic version of this. I could show you the acoustic too. So let me know. Here we go.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this, don't mention it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant wrestle with my mental health. I'm put on life support, I've been put upon a higher shelf. My whole life I've been fighting. This cake, it don't have icing. These mantras I'm reciting, they're meant to keep me sane. I don't know if they're working, cerebral cortex hurting. Maybe it's all learning. Maybe it's cause life is a lottery, what's an anomaly. Sometimes it's riches and sometimes it's poverty. Sometimes your nerves have been fried by neuropathy, begging the surgeon to have a lobotomy. Honestly, I'ma speak honestly. Life is ironically fucking me chronically. I have been ill in myself and it bothers me. License for killing myself, call me Connery. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. No, I was late for the art. No, I was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a start. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
You're like a minute in.
God, fuck, dude, that was amazing. He was already going hard.
Right?
Like already, the beginning is kind of like familiar because it's giving. What's that one song that he did that it started off with like the same kind of like vibe where he started off with like the guitar plucking? Can't remember.
He does guitar plucking in some of the Jenny and Screech songs.
Yeah, like. Yeah, it sounds like that. Like upon hearing it, I was like, ooh, familiarity. Okay.
He also, you just heard him say one of my favorite bars that he's ever written, which is pupils dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. So it's like, how did you even think to write that? Like,
bro, we were just talking about that.
Yeah. I don't understand how he does it. It's amazing.
God, like he just has a way with like he knows how to play with words because like pupil, people sounds like if you say it fast enough, it sounds like the same thing. So it's an onomatopoeia now. So it's like
and dilate. Like,
right.
And, so but that's what I'm saying. Like, is he just sitting there and he's like, as he's going throughout his day, he's like, oh, you know what? Dilate and dilate sound the same. I should write that down and maybe come up with a verse for it. Like, or does it just as he's writing the song, he's just like, oh, this is what I'm going to say. Like, it would be awesome to see how he's able to like put this stuff down. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you now, my boy, there's no way in hell my band is thinking about this shit sober. Because I'd be like, I had to smoke something. I'd be like, how do we write? Because I don't know. Huh?
I think he is pretty sober because he's not allowed to take like alcohol or drugs now
Right.
because of his treatments. So
Oh,
I think his brain just does this all the time.
I mean, shit. He's on a different type of drug at that point.
I guess.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. But imagine like having to sit there and just like, because like that's some shit I would think of high. Like, you know, like
Right.
people fuck around. Like I'm speaking too fast while I'm like talking to somebody and I fuck around and say people. And it's just like, they're like, what? And I'm like, hey, onomatopoeia on some dumb shit. Like, but like to be doing that naturally and then incorporating that in, like into music and adding flow. And also not like simple flow. It's not like quarter notes. It's not half notes. Like he is using complex flow to
switches it so effortlessly that you feel like it's natural. Like whenever he switches like a flow from, and they're drastic switches. Like he's switching from like, you know, standard 4/4 to like you said in another video we did today to like 24th notes. And you're like, and he just makes it sound like it was meant to be.
He has like a beautiful way of leading up to them.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning of this where he was kind of just going like thin it, kind of doing that. And then he goes and then continues to switch it up. Like when you are like, I forget who I was watching. God, I know that like I watched him. It was a YouTuber who he oftentimes breaks down music in music theory and explains it to his audience. And upon watching him, I'm not gonna lie, he reminded me a lot of you. But like he was talking about how like in music theory, you can't just do that out of nowhere. Like there has to be a lead up, similar to the way there has to be a lead up with key changes. Like you wouldn't just suddenly change keys out of nowhere because it would confuse you as the listener and it would almost sound off. There needs to be like a way to lead up or lead down to that kind of like sudden change. And the way that Ren does it, he does it so that you as the listener, it's almost like you can't even tell really for real. So it's like, God, no, like I always go down into like the music theory route and it's just like, I wonder if he, like studied music theory on his own and just started incorporating like what he learned, you know?
I would bet, just because I know he's like an avid reader, I would bet he absolutely did. Just so that he could understand it more. He's also like the king of using subtle syncopation, which I've noticed in a lot of his songs. And I'm like, I wonder how much people actually realize like musically what he's doing here. Like he's just syncopating in this measure so that he can switch the flow in the next one and it sound natural. Like if he hadn't done that, if he hadn't switched where he places the downbeat, it would have sounded off when he took off in that next verse.
Yeah, and that's real. And the thing is that sometimes there have been moments, and not in this song yet, but there have been moments where I would notice him do it, not even just on a downbeat, but mid-measure. And that is even harder to like pull off than it just being on the downbeat. Because, you know, if you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, you come in on the 1. But to come in on 3 or to come in on 2 or 2 and, girl, like, let's be so real.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Using that syncopation to your advantage like that is sick.
Oh, God. Fucking monstrosity.
Let's get back to it because this song is so good. I love this song.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell. A heretic, a heathen, I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the bag, zip close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second. Tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah, Adam. Beast mode Armageddon. Get 'em. Let me take the wheel for a second. Hit a hoop, like Shaquille O'Neal with aggression. Regroup with a 3-point steal. Succession. Switch swoop, and I'm making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession. Time is the author, the lesson. Time is a murderous weapon. Time is a curse and a blessing. Time is confined in the eye of my mind. It reminds me that life is just slipping right by. Take my piece of the pie and I'm feeding on wine. That I'm freedom in rhyme to defy my depression. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art. Never was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a start. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
It's like he just like casually just dropped it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, when you started playing it, I realized that I've heard like clips of this go viral.
Oh, really?
Especially the little part, the like that part I've heard go viral on like I think on TikTok, and it was like a very small snippet. So it was like, oh, okay, so this is where this is from. That's why I was like, oh, okay, good to know. Like, because like Ren has gone viral a couple times, and he does often get a lot of views like for reactors on like TikTok and like Instagram reels and stuff like that. So it, I do see like some stuff, but it's like I haven't nearly seen the extent of what you have shown me. Like, oh my God, honestly. No, like that's like, wow. I'm like, God, no, he just does like certain things very effortlessly. And when you're listening to it, you can't help but to just start like bobbing your head. Cause it's like, okay, nah. Cause when he started like spitting this shit, I was like, oh my God. Okay, let's go. Like I was sitting here like, damn, okay, homie is just doing what he needs to. And also while saying things that have like legitimate meaning, not just like mumble rapping.
Oh yeah.
No tea, no shade. Mumble rapping is okay. If you like it, that's on you. That's fine. Not my cup of tea. Pero like, still like it's like you're saying shit with substance still while being able to creatively and musically keep up. That is not an easy feat. Like a lot of people fail in some aspect, and in this, it's like, with what you have, this is incredible. Like, Jesus Christ, I can't imagine, not that he would, because from my understanding, he doesn't necessarily fuck with the music industry, but like I can't imagine what he would do if he was with a label. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the music label would crush his creativity. Like, I don't think, because they'd be like, you have to do this to make money and everything else. I think the smartest record label on the planet would be the one that said, we will get you seen places. We will get your concert stuff and everything worked out. But you do you, bro. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. This man has almost 2 million subs on freaking YouTube. The video we just watched has 5.6 million views, and it's only been up for 2 years. Like, and all his songs have over 1 million views on his YouTube channel. Like, it's not like he puts something out and it's like, okay, the Chinchilla song I showed you earlier today, that song on her channel, I think it has 1 million views. I can look really quickly. Hold on.
Okay.
No, yeah. So that song only has 588,000 views, and it's been out for 8 months. And she's
only 8 months?
Yeah. And she's got only 160,000 subscribers on her YouTube. And it's like, how do you hear a song like that and not be like, she's incredible? She's incredible.
That is wow, that's a lot less than I.
Right. So I'm saying, I feel like labels are missing. Like, if I had my own music label, I'd be sitting there going, I would just go up to these people and be like, bet, I'll help you get seen more. I'll take care of all the legal stuff and everything else. You give me, I don't want half of your stuff. Give me a percentage of what you make off of this, and be good, yo. Like, I just want to spread your music to as many people as possible. I literally started a YouTube channel so I could do that. Like, people are just greedy, man.
That's the issue. It's that people are greedy. And I'm like, I mean, there are music labels out there that aren't like predatory in terms of like young artists like that. Because to be honest, that type of behavior is very predatory to kind of like target artists that are clearly either desperate or really, really wanting to put their music out there because, you know, they believe their music should be shared, or it's like genuinely really good, you know? And then you prey on them, you take half their earnings, and you make them do things they don't want to do. Like, that's predatory. That is not you allowing this artist to thrive. That is you. And not even in a way where it's like, hey, I'm seeing you flop, like, here's something for now. Like, no, it's like genuinely like, I want this, so you should do it.
And it
You're
kills
not
the
in it
art.
for the music. Yeah, you're not in this for the music. You're not in this for the art. You're in this for the money, and you need to see your way out. And it's fine. Like, I get it. You can make a fucking like bag, you know what I mean? When it comes to like the music industry, especially if you're a great singer, a vocalist, a lyricist, a songwriter. But to then go out of your way to kind of like go after people who are just trying to chase their dream, destroy their creativity, and then spit them out when they don't serve you. Yeah, no, that's not.
It's not
Like,
cool.
like there's I'm sure there's like certain labels out there that might not just be as like well known for whatever the fuck reason, that, you know, would be willing, but it like, I would not blame Ren for being suspicious of all
Oh
record
yeah.
labels. So it's like, to be honest, like, him spreading his own music and doing it on his own is probably the best move.
Well, and that's why I always say, like, when we start our chats, usually I'm like, I just feel lucky that we live in a world where we get to experience this stuff. And I feel lucky that I found him serendipitously and have been able to like show other people. Cause like
Hmm.
it's so cool to watch someone else like see the amazingness that you've seen. You know what I mean? It's
No,
just
and I
dope.
think everybody should, because like, I like I said in one of our previous videos, is just that I'm like, while yes, I am an emotional person, I cry a lot. It's not easy with just music to get me moving unless I'm already feeling like shit or already feeling down. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And in like, I was feeling totally fine
Yeah.
upon listening to Chinchilla. I was feeling great. I'm like a little tired because I went to the, like, you know, the bar last night and I was like
Right.
drinking and stuff, but I'm not like depressed. I'm chilling. Like,
Right.
but listening to the music, I'm like, God damn, ow, why is this
Yeah.
making me sad? Like, and one without any lyrics, and just knowing the context on what that is not an easy fit. You cannot easily achieve that with anybody. You
Yep.
have to have that type of ability, that knowledge, and then be able to perform it with ease. Because it's one
Yep.
thing to know how to do it, but can you perform it? Like,
Yeah. Well,
there's
so
a
now
lot of
you
people who
guys
know how to.
all in this day of recording, which, like I said, I spread these things out when I upload them, but all in this day of recording, she went from Chinchilla 1 out of 5 that stabbed her in the heart to
God.
McKay by Ren, which just broke her brain for a little bit. And then I was like, all right,
Oh.
let's liven it up before you
Mm-hmm.
just, which is how we got to Genesis, which I think definitely livens it up, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's a bop. It's like you got to listen to that again
Like,
kind of song.
definitely would play that in my shower, 100%. It's not like, it's also not like one of those songs that you need to be like super serious to listen to. You can just like put it on.
Right. Oh yeah, it's a shower song for sure.
Hmm.
Well, Cristal, thank you so much for doing this one too. You know I appreciate it. Thanks to all of you who made it this far. You know I appreciate you as well. Always leave in the comments if there's a certain song that you want Cristal to listen to. I'll try to bring her back and get her to do that. I'm also trying to
Hmm.
plan a week with her where maybe I show her do some Ren with other people kind of thing, because I think that could be a lot of fun. I think there's some busking videos that she needs to see that she'll really appreciate. So keep an eye out for all of that. And guys, remember, I don't know when this is airing for you, but whatever day of the week it is, whatever time of the year it is, Don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.